Judge Analisa Torres has had a heavy impact on Jay-Z, whose battle for the alleged rape case, along with Sean P. Diddy Combs, has been violated by a Jane Doe. He upheld a ruling on December 26th in which he not only sanctioned the plaintiff's motion to proceed under a secret alias, but also refused Jay-Z's request to dismiss the case. The ruling of Judge Torres, along with the gravity of the allegations and the strategy of the court that did not allow the defendant to distract oneself, make it clear that those allegations are being taken very seriously.
No one has come forward about this in nearly a quarter of a century, and that's because this never happened.
Spiro, in particular, faced a rebuke from the judge for his relentless filing of combative motions involving inflammatory language and ad hominem attacks against the plaintiff's attorney, Buzbee. The remark by the judge is an indication of the court's displeasure with Spiro's attitude. In fact, the judge labeled his behavior improper and a waste of judicial resources.
Jay-Z's attorney, Alex Spiro, is pushing to get a judge to dismiss the rape lawsuit against his client, citing an NBC News exclusive that found inconsistencies with the accuser's account.
The matter that was originally filed against Combs was amended on December 8th so as to include the mentioned Jay-Z. The suppositions, which are about an after-party of VMAs in 2000, are based on the fact that the plaintiff, who was then 13 years old, was sexually abused by Jay-Z and Combs. Both of them have vigorously rejected them. Jay-Z, on his part, has cast them aside as a bogus demand for money.
I haven't asked for a dime from him. It's not everything is motivated by money, and I'm sorry that he feels that it is.
That was initiated by Buzbee, while Combs, who is currently in a Brooklyn jail, is facing federal sex trafficking and racketeering charges. He entered a not guilty plea in response to similar accusations from other people. Combs' legal problems are wide-ranging, and Buzbee's firm represents more than 150 people, both men and women, who accuse him of sexually abusing and exploiting them at parties in the cities of New York, California, and Florida. The abuse resulted from drugged drinks that were served at these parties. Combs' attorneys, in turn, have branded the lawsuits as shameless publicity stunts, which were intended to serve as pressure tactics that would force the celebrities sued to pay up for settlements in order to escape false accusations that would make their stories public. Judge Torres' decision gives Jane Doe the right to remain nameless at this time, although she may have to reveal herself if the case goes further.
What made you want to come forward?
Because I think that I've been quiet long enough.
This ruling is of the utmost significance as it protects the plaintiff's privacy while making sure that the case does not drag on for too long. The judge's sharp rebuke of Spiro's behavior further underscores the need to act professionally and strictly adhere to legal rules in such high-stakes cases. Spiro was the one who previously argued to the judge that the plaintiff should have revealed her identity. He suggested that she was simply not telling the truth, which was indicated in an NBC News interview. He also mentioned that there were striking contradictions and inherent impossibilities in what she said. The plaintiff, however, has admitted some errors, but is still standing by her main allegations.
This woman is standing by her story. It happened over 20 years ago. Maybe her memory is hazy. Maybe her father doesn't remember that night.
No, she's doubled down on certain of these details.
Judge Torres declined Spiro's points and reiterated that the court would not speed up the proceedings just because of Spiro's demands and that his behavior was counterproductive. This judgment is a clear sign that the court is adamant about taking the allegations seriously and will not condone the use of aggressive legal tactics that try to sabotage the judicial process. The choice to let the case go on without giving the names to the parties involved stops the plaintiff's right from being violated, and at the same time makes sure that Jay-Z and Combs will have to face the case in the court if the allegations are proven. This case will be closely followed as it unfolds, not only because it is the issue for Jay-Z and Combs, but also because it is the message the case sends about the handling of sexual assault allegations in the legal system. The court's handling of this case, particularly Judge Torres' firm, Stand Against Spiro's tactics, demonstrates an unwavering dedication to justice and due process, regardless of the celebrity status of the defendants. Jay-Z and Combs are confronted with serious accusations and can hardly avoid significant consequences. From Jay-Z's point of view, it is an additional legal battle, while for Combs, it is adding to the rest of his legal problems. The outcome of this case could have far-reaching implications for both men, their careers, and their public images. In addition, the case underlines the importance of the legal representation and the methods that high-profile defense teams are using. Their strong method has been critically analyzed, and Judge Torres' remarks show that the legal strategy should not affect the integrity of the court proceedings. While the legal clash continues, it is highly anticipated what the regime courts will do with the charges and the defenses they will put forward. It is a terrible reminder of the gravity of sexual harassment issues and the fact that the legal system be given the opportunity to handle those issues without being sabotaged or discredited by the parties involved through their aggressive tactics. In her ruling, Judge Torres specifically wrote, "The relentless filing of Carter's lawyer of aggressive motions with a lot of inflammatory words and personal attacks is not a right behavior. It shuts justice and is a move that will not support his client. The court can't simply speed up in the judicial process because one of the counsels is demanding it." This remark basically represents the court's resolve to the fact that the legal process is correctly done and without extra mightiness overcasting it. Moreover, Judge Torres added that Spiro did not follow the rules himself, although he accused the plaintiff's lawyer of a permanent disability in complying with the court's instructions. This double standard was not brought to the court's attention and acts as a warning to all those who want to adhere to the standards of law and court decorum. Such an instance comprises another aspect other than the immediate subjects. It functions as one of the significant issues addressing the legal system, showing and exonerating a case that includes the most serious allegations in which the most powerful of people are involved. The court's choice to refuse the case and continue the process, despite the use of such attitudes as pressure leading, is grounded firmly on the idea that the legal system should act in a way in which the justice is blind and impartial, no matter the case the defendants are engaged in. For Jay-Z and his legal team, this ruling represents a major setback. It not only allows the case to proceed, but also casts a critical light on their legal strategy. The dismissal of their attempt to have the case thrown out and the criticism of their conduct in court could have lasting repercussions on their approach to this and potentially other legal matters. For the plaintiff, Jane Doe, this ruling is a victory in her quest for justice. Being able to proceed anonymously at this stage provides her with a measure of protection and ensures that her case will be heard. It also sends a message to other victims that the legal system can provide a path to justice, even in the face of powerful opposition.
He takes away the voices from real victims and he causes real harm. If this lawyer has any sense, he's going to dismiss this claim. I don't know whether he has any sense.
As this case continues, it will likely draw significant public and media attention. The involvement of high-profile figures like Jay-Z and Combs, coupled with the serious nature of the allegations, ensures that it will remain in the spotlight. The proceedings will be closely monitored, and each development will be scrutinized for its impact on the case and the broader societal implications. In conclusion, Judge Torres' ruling is a critical moment in the ongoing legal battle involving Jay-Z and Combs. It reinforces the importance of fair and impartial judicial proceedings and underscores the need for professionalism and adherence to legal standards in court. Make sure to subscribe to the Star Spills, and we will see you in our next video.